Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. For those of you who are new to my channel, let me introduce you to the Jungle Beauty Goddesses, the life-size fabric sculpture dolls you see sitting behind me. I created these dolls myself, and as I was sewing them, they wouldn't stop talking to me, and this led to my Jungle Beauty Goddess Oracle deck and my Jungle Beauty Goddess book series. But that is not what I want to talk to you about today, guys. I want to talk to you about an angel ritual that will help you heal your broken heart, child. Yes. Now, I only have one complaint. In my mind, I feel like if I'm going to do an angelic ritual, I don't know if the word is angel, angelic, I'm quite sure it doesn't matter. I just want it to be over. You know, I want to wake up and I want to feel like a new person, and I want to forget that I ever saw that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go through it. I don't want to feel it. But that's not how it works. But I'm going to tell you, I got a good ritual for you. If you want to understand yourself so that you don't make the same mistake again, so that you can see clearly how you contributed to the problem. Like, this is not about blaming other people for what happened. This is about looking at yourself and saying, you know, it takes two to tango, baby. And I played a part in everything that happened as well, and I need to look at myself so that I don't repeat this mistake. So the book that I use, and I think I have every book the Gallery of Magic has ever written. I love them. And I'm just, wait, before I go into this, let me tell you why I love the Gallery of Magic. Is because they say that you need to believe in something. Like, if you're atheist, you know, like something bigger than you. And besides the fact I feel, you know, the angels, the spirits, and all of that, but I love the fact that, I don't know, like, it's not, it includes, I don't know, it has a all-inclusive type feel to it. It's the way I really feel about the world, in terms of feeling like there are other realms of reality, other beings, other entities, spirits, angels. You don't need candles. You don't need, all you need is this book. You don't need anything else but some quiet time to yourself. Even if that's in the bathroom, or, you know, whatever. Just all you really need is this book, which is not even expensive. It's under $20, and some quiet time to yourself, and that's it. So you don't have to get all dressed up. You don't have to impress the angels or the universe, or you know, go get your gear and your gemstone and the cranial oil. No, it's nothing like that. You get this book, you get quiet, find some quiet time to yourself, and you are good to go. Now, I feel like the reason I still use other things is because I'm a Capricorn, I'm an earth sign, and sometimes I just like to feel things. Like, I'm real like, oh, I need a stone. But sometimes the angels will lead you to things like, you're like, why am I buying this stone? Why am I looking at this? But anyway, I'm getting really chatty. So I want to tell you, before we get into this video, I'm going to show you what ritual I use to uncover my own role in why I stayed in almost three decades in a relationship as a part-time girlfriend, child. And to understand why I did that, so that I can, you know, be honest with myself. Because if people stay into something, they're obviously getting something out of it. And I feel like you can't grow as long as you're looking at other people. You have to look at yourself. So the ritual that I use, first of all, this book is called Mystical Words of Power. And this is by Damon Brand. Mystical Words of Power, baby. This book is so good. For a while, I was doing it every day for about 3 months. I was just going through the book. So, basically, just like the other books, I'm going to give you some of the topics. Attract through inner light. Know the true intentions of others. Stop negative thoughts. One of the things I'm learning about Magick and myself right now, I don't care about anybody but myself. I want to know why Cassandra make the decisions that Cassandra make. Why Cassandra is who she is and where she is. You know what I'm saying? When I work on myself, I don't care what anybody else is thinking. How to improve your friendships, find peace when you're overwhelmed, recover when treatment is underway, restore health when illness has passed, reconnect with your soul, turn loneliness into connection. I'm just skipping through some of the topics, but I just want to focus on what I've done in order to, get some insight into myself, child. So there's a perception ritual. I don't really like showing things because I feel like, I don't know if it's a copyright issue, but so they have I think there are 7 rituals, and I used one for each day of the week. So there's a ritual for perception, for knowledge, imagination, for love, for healing, transformation, and the empowered mind. So you would select one of those, and then you can go through the book. And you can select a topic like find ideas for new projects, bring forgiveness, uncover honest feelings. So what I did to uncover my role in my own, heartbreak, let's just call it what it is, baby. I did perception because I really want to look within myself. I want to understand me. I want to understand how I process. And I decided to do uncover honest feelings, which is on page 126. So here are just some of the topics as well. I don't think this is a copyright infringement here. And you, like I say, you only need the book. Here's some of the other topics. I don't know if you guys can see. Healing a relationship, damage by betrayal, breaking the cycle of worry, uncover the treatment under what's this? Anyway, I wasn't going to talk about it. I just want to stay on topic. So, basically, here we go. If you don't have any tea or wine or something, maybe I need it, okay? I'm drinking tea, though. I'm drinking, passion fruit. I'm stalling, guys. So, I have a friend who asked me, why did I choose to be in a detached relationship, like a style, where a relationship where I was, for almost 30 years, and not living together, not, the relationship wasn't evolving in any way, and so my friend was asking me, what was your role? Why, what were you getting out of this? And I was just thinking to myself, guys, I'm making it through this video without, we keeping this face together. Okay, we keeping this face. I am not going to be breaking down on camera because no. So, to be honest, I understand why I remained in a relationship that wasn't evolving, wasn't growing, there wasn't a deeper level of commitment. Even though I pretended that it was okay. There were times, there were times I was really okay, but I would say maybe the last 7 years I really was not okay, but I was afraid to really be honest. So, this is why I stayed. This is why I sacrificed myself, and I feel like, the thing that I've been struggling with and working on right now is just forgiving myself. Is when I met this person, I was in my 30s. Right? I was in my 30s, and my kids were maybe 3 years old, and I had a lot of confidence. I was a lot smaller. I was a size, I was wearing a 10, maybe, I would say a 9, 10, right? And, hey, my stomach was super flat, my boobs was okay. They weren't hanging or anything, right? And my hair was not gray, you know what I'm saying? And this is when we met. Like, I had a lot of confidence in myself. Over the course of the relationship, I think over time, I remember when I started going through menopause, and I started like gaining weight, right? And I'm thinking, and I'm going to curves, and I'm working out, and I'm doing all these things because I'm like, what the heck is this, right? Whose belly is this? Who's like, this is not, because it's not me. So I feel like, and then my hair, I took my hair job. So my hair was, turning, gray, and it was falling out, and it was thinning out, and it was like, oh, so my hair, I couldn't perm it anymore, but I couldn't dye it anymore. And I am just, aging. I'm going through menopause, and I felt like, who's gonna, I didn't have the confidence. I didn't feel like I could let anybody else see me or be with me in a personal way. You know what I'm saying? I lost my confidence in the relationship as I began to age. Yeah, I lost my confidence. And when you lose your confidence and you think you can't do any better, you stay in situations that you're not happy, or you feel like you want more, you deserve more, but you don't feel like anybody else is gonna want you. That's the truth. I didn't feel like anybody else was gonna want me, and that's why I stayed for a really long time, until one day I was just like, oh my God, I'm about to be 60, right? And I'll be 60 years old, and I'm like still somebody's girlfriend. I'm still somebody's piece. That's how I felt. Let's just be honest. I don't feel like lying today, this morning. So I realized that I felt like, well, I've already given up my youth and my beauty. So I might as well leave, right? Because now I just feel like I need to hang on to myself, whatever was left of me, to be honest. So this is the thing, guys, about this. Well, first, let me tell you, I probably have said this 1,000 times. I love Harry Potter, and I'm sweating, Joe. In book 1, I remember it was at the end of the book. I could barely get through book 1, but I wanted to read it because it was such a phenomenon. And I'm a person, like, that was a part of going to school, was that you would be assigned things that you weren't necessarily interested in. But those things, it was required reading. So I wanted to read Harry Potter because I wanted to understand what everybody was talking about. I'm so off point. But at the end of book 1, I remember Harry Potter wanted the guy with the long beard to tell him the truth. And I can't think of his name, but he told him, he said, are you sure you want to hear the truth? Because the truth can be a really painful and ugly thing, or something like that. Man, it just like I was like, oh my God, this is like, it just touched me. So when you do this for Magick, guys, let me tell you something. Mystical Words of Power. Now, I'm just not talking about this book. All of their books are like this. When you tap into your truth, that you may not want to, it may hurt you to know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It may hurt you to know that maybe you stayed because you felt like you needed somebody, Or maybe you stay, because I always say you know, need and love. You can't distinguish between the two sometimes. But just to find out that you, that you stayed because you didn't have the confidence in yourself to leave, because you didn't feel beautiful anymore. Because you, yeah, we are not messing up my makeup. So this is what I would tell any woman if you're in a relationship, child, where you do not feel that you're getting what you need. You better walk, girl, because the longer you stay, it's going to be more difficult to leave. It's going to be difficult to leave that relationship. So when people would say, I'm sorry, there were other things too. Like, you can get really comfortable with somebody, you know, and they, you know, tell you, oh, you know, you just get really, like, you let yourself go in a weird way. When I say weird, it's kind of like, oh, don't you want another piece of pie? Like, you can't call me. They kind of make you feel comfortable in letting yourself go. And then now it's like you start to feel like, who else is going to want me? Yep. So that's what happened. I stayed because I lost my confidence in myself. And I didn't think that I would ever take my clothes off in front of another man. I didn't think I would ever let anybody else ever see me again, because I didn't think I was worthy. So after that, after you ask yourself, you know, you do your ritual for perception, which is in this book, and then you do your ritual to know yourself, right? To, you know, to really understand your true feelings. And then, you know, I don't know what's going to come up for you or what, you know, what you may discover about yourself that may break you down all the way. And then I wanted to work on, you know, building my self-esteem, which I actually, I think I used another book, but I'm going to do that in another video. So basically, long story short, in the Mystical Words of Power, this book is broken down into different sections, like I said, knowledge and wisdom, love, blah, blah, blah. And then it has a variety of sections. All you need is the book. You don't need any other gear. You don't even need the shower, child. And you just sit down, you do the ritual. The ritual takes all of, I would say, maybe 3 minutes. And you will notice yourself actually, like, you will feel the change come about. And sometimes I can, you know, feel the presence of the angels when I was actually going through trying to release sadness, and I was really having a really hard time. I saw an angel in my ceiling, and it was like in the shape of how we typically think of an angel, but the light was like strands of light. Like, it was just the most beautiful being I'd ever seen. But it was like every night for about 3 weeks. It was like, oh my God, am I ever gonna pull myself together from this? So long story short, guys, I just want to tell you that I want to go back. I'm sorry. And I want to make sure that I tell you again which 2 rituals to use. Okay, so I found the ritual I was telling you guys about is 126, uncover honest feelings, and you're also going to do the one for perception. But listen, guys, this is why I love the Gallery of Magic. I feel like they have such an amazing sense of humor, or maybe I have a dark sense of humor. And it's saying that use it only when you are certain. Listen, it says Use it only when you are certain that the truth is more important than the illusion and comfort. Do you understand? Like, do you really want to know why you stayed in that relationship? Do you really want to know? Like, it says the results may become apparent within moments, or it may take some weeks for realizations to occur. But basically, guys, when you want to know the truth and you want to ask yourself, like, why did I do this? Why was I with this person? Why did I allow myself to be in a situation like this? You know, sometimes things are just, it's just not a part of our conscious mind. It's a part of our unconscious mind, right? So you want to do the perception, and you're going to do page 126 for the, let me see, I always forget the title. So let me just go back over here to this title again. It's called Uncover Honest Feelings. So I did the rituals because I wanted to understand myself. Why did I allow myself to be in a relationship that wasn't evolving, even though I knew that at some point I didn't feel happy? It's because I lost my confidence. I lost my confidence in myself, and I didn't think that I would ever, you know, that nobody else would ever want me again because of the physical changes that my body was making. You know, the breast sagging, the tummy, hair turning gray, just not feeling beautiful anymore. And I bet a lot of women have remained in relationships where they don't feel happy because, I mean, who can admit that, right? Who can admit, I don't feel beautiful, I don't feel attractive, I don't feel like I could ever let anybody else see me again. And this is why I'm going to allow myself to stay in a situation where even though I want more, but I don't feel like I deserve more. Anyway, guys, I hope this video helps somebody. I do have a link in the description box for the Amazon link for this book in case you're interested. I thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darling, in the next video.